A day in the life of Dennis Terrell. I think one of the biggest problems in relationships today is trust. The biggest thing people argue about is money, cheating on the person, infidelity, and social media. I was talking to a guy and he was saying that, do you think marriage would be as strong as it was if there was no social media? Well, social media comes down to trust. Do you trust the person? If you trust a person, you wouldn't be looking at their Facebook accounts. You wouldn't be looking at their Instagram. You wouldn't even be looking at their Twitter accounts. You trust a person, you trust a person. That's just how it is. One of the biggest things you hear about is, well, I go through my husband's phone or I go through my wife's phone, I find out who's calling. If you trust a person, you wouldn't be doing none of that. It wouldn't make a difference. You wouldn't care. Because first of all, you got to love yourself. You can't love nobody if you don't love yourself. So if you secure about yourself, certain things you wouldn't worry about. Just because you get married don't mean that the husband becomes the woman's daddy or the woman becomes the man's mother. That's not what it's about. It's about you an add-on. Okay, because I married you to make me happy. If the person is not going to make you happy, then you shouldn't marry that person. You should be able to say, can I be with this person 60 years down the road? And if you look at that person and know you can't do it, don't do it. Kids are involved. Families are involved. You know you can't be with that person. Don't even waste your time. Because one thing you can't get back in life is time. Time stay with you for the rest of your life. When you get in a situation where you done wasted a whole bunch of time, now you 40 or you 50 or you 60 years old, your whole time was wasted. That's a problem. You don't want to waste time. You want to make sure you get out of life all you can. Trust even go as far as business. When you get in situations where you have a business partner and your business partner is relying on you and you get rid of half of the money or you give half your money away, now your partner can't trust you. Or y'all come up with a situation where you tell them, you say, look, I need you. I need you. I need you to make sure that you take care of this business. And you can't trust that person to take care of the business. That's a problem. That's an issue. So you want to make sure that you can trust that person at all times. That's important. Trust is one of the biggest things because your wife is a reflection of you and your husband is a reflection of you. So, y'all should be able to trust each other. When I was married, when my wife was alive, because she's deceased now, I didn't go through her Facebook account. I could care less who she was talking to on Facebook because I trusted her. I never went through her phone. For what? I should be able to trust her. That was one of the most biggest conversations we had. Say, look, you got your phone, I got my phone. I shouldn't have to go through your phone. You should trust me, I should trust you. You shouldn't have to worry about what another person is doing. You know, and one of the most important things you can do is if you gotta lie to a person, that means don't do it. There's certain things in life that's called the gray area. Certain things might not be wrong, but it's in the gray area. So you have to look at yourself and say, okay, when I want my wife to do that, when I want my husband to do that, how would I feel if they did it? So you wouldn't like it if they did it to you, so why do it to them? Treat people how you want to be treated. You know, it's nothing wrong with having a separate bank account. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's say y'all married and your wife she can't handle her money or your husband can't handle money. To keep down confusion, have your own bank account. She have her bank account, you have your bank account. Just to keep down confusion. You know, maybe y'all just don't need to share a bank account because that might be a problem. You know, now if you can handle it, fine. But even if you do have a bank account together, you should still have your own bank account. You know, just in case something happened, you got your own money, she got her own money. You know, when it come to bills, y'all can agree on what bills to pay or not. But y'all talk about it. Communication is always the key. You want to have good communication. Without communication, that's a problem. Look, wives out there, your husband don't know what you thinking. Since he don't know what you thinking, tell him. Say, look, I need this done. So he'll know. Don't just come in there and assume he know. Let him know. Tell him. Say, look, I need this done. If you let him know what's going on, then he'll be able to change the situation. You know, Men, still be observant. If you see there's a problem or a situation going on and you can fix it, make sure you fix it. Make sure you get it done. You know, the trash need to be taken out. Every day you got to take out the trash. Don't just leave the trash there. You see it, take it out. If you can keep down confusion, make sure that's taken care of. Communication is always the most important thing in a relationship. You should be able to trust one another. That's important. You know, in closing, makes no difference if social media was around or it was not. You know, in life when things evolve, we evolve with the times. You know, just because something is there today don't mean you shouldn't know how to handle it. You should always know how to handle new situations because life is going to keep evolving, keep changing. All right, people, a day in the life of Dennis Terrell.